just a word about triple negative. Really, I mean, the breakthrough we are doing in the other subtype of breast cancer, we are ready. We are ready for a breakthrough moment in triple negative breast cancer. I mean, our triple negative breast cancer patients, especially in the metastatic setting, deserve better therapies. They deserve to achieve the same median PFS that we see now in HER2 positive disease of 40 plus months. We are not there yet, but we want to get there. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a promise from me, and I'm sure it's a promise from Paolo and every researcher around the country and in the world. You are not forgotten. We are working on it. We're going to get you there. We want to get for metastatic TNBC something like a median PFS of 40 months plus. Now, it's an incremental increase with time. Right now, where we are at least the ADCs are moving to the front line. This is key. And this is the first major step in improving the outcome of our metastatic triple negative breast cancer patient. Few studies were presented at ESMO and before that at ASCO, looking at that first-line setting. So if you want to look at that first-line setting, looking, for example, in the patient who are PD-L1 positive, they looked at the adding pembrolizumab to sacituzumab govitecan, which was something presented at ASCO 2025, and it showed improvement of outcome in that population when you do both the pembrolizumab in combination with sacituzumab govitecan. And then at ESMO, we saw two other studies come into play there. The Tropion Breast 02, which was the topotecan deruxtecan. And this one was presented for the patient who are PD-L1 negative, so CPS score less than 10%, as single agent without immunotherapy. And at the same meeting, the other TROP2 directed ADC was also presented in this similar population that is first-line PD-L1 negative using just sacituzumab govitecan. Both studies showed improvement of outcomes. But what I really applaud, I truly applaud the Tropion team that they allowed patients with a short disease-free interval. So those patients that were treated in the early setting who progressed quickly within 6 months were included on the Tropion Breast 02. Those patients were not included on the ASCENT study. And this is something big for me because triple negative breast cancer is an aggressive histology. A lot of patients will reoccur early on. And those patients deserve to have the best of the best therapy as first line. So yes, we are improving outcomes. We are getting the right direction. We need more, but we're getting to that place. What do you have to add, Paolo?
I will just say, we are applauding this important choice to include patients relapsing immediately after adjuvant chemotherapy. On the other side, I would like to applaud also the ones that designed the ASCENT trials for building in the trial crossover. Because these are global trials. They're conducted in countries where ADCs are not available. Yep. And so you really want the sponsor to provide the ADC upon progression in patients in the control arm. And this was seen in both ASCENT trials, and I think it does kind of mix up the interpretation because whenever you allow extensive crossover, and in these trials there was about 80% crossover, so 80% of patients progressing on and receiving another line of treatment in the second line received an ADC, sacituzumab govitecan. This makes overall survival harder to interpret, but it does optimize outcomes for patients.